Hello friends, in this lecture we will see another method, okay, that is assignment method, or it is also known Hungarian method. So it is basically a advanced version, okay, you can say it is the advanced version of transportation problem, okay. So in the early lectures we have seen about transportation method, its different kinds, okay, there are 5 different types, okay, how to perform the optimality test. So in this case we are going to see a new method, okay, the method name is assignment, okay, assignment method name is assignment method, and the other name is Hungarian method, okay. So it is, I have already told that it is advanced version, okay, it is an advanced version of transportation problem. So in transportation problem, what we were doing, we were calculating the transportation cost, okay, in bringing the items from factory to the destination point, okay. So in this case also same case is there, okay. So what we have got here, we will get a cost cell matrix, okay, here we will get a cost cell matrix, same like the old one, okay, same like the old one. And you will get the factory, okay, there will be factory where the items is stored, and there will be destination, okay, there will be another destination. So factories are 1, 2 and 3, the destination is 1, 2 and 3. These were the supply, okay, S1, S2, S3, and these were the demand, D1, D2 and D3. So in this case what you have to do, you can see the one difference, okay, you can see the one difference here. I have made a 3 cross 3 matrix, okay, I have made a 3 cross 3 matrix. So in Hungarian method, always remember it, okay, we have said that it is an advanced version, okay. So in this case always the number of supply points and number of supply points and number of demand points will be equal. Demand points is equal. So what was the number of supply points? M. And number of demand? N. So M is always going to be equal to N, okay, M is always going to be equal to N. If it is not there, okay, suppose they are saying that solve this problem with the help of Hungarian method or assignment method. So if it is not there, then you have to make it, okay, by providing a dummy row or dummy column, okay, just like the transportation case, okay. You if it is not a M equals to M case and they are saying to solve it by assignment method, then you have to make it a M equals to M case, okay. It means you have to make it 3 by 3 matrix or 4 by 4 matrix, okay. It means number of supply is 1, 2 and 3, and number of demand is also 1, 2 and 3. So both should be equal. If it is not there, then you have to make it, okay, by providing a dummy row or dummy column, okay. So the always number of supply and demand points is going to be equal, okay. And this is basically the cost cell. Here the cost will be C11, C12, C13, C21, C22, C23, C31, C32 and C33, okay. One more thing is there, okay, one more thing is there. It says that, okay, it says that most important point, okay, for this method, most important point, it said that one supply point can supply the items, one supply point can supply the items to only one demand point. Okay, what does it mean? Look here, suppose this is the factory number 1 and it can supply to destination 1, destination 2 and destination 3. Okay, so in case of transportation problem we were doing it, okay, from 1 to we can supply to any of these 3 destinations, either 1, 2 or 3 or all 3. Okay, but in this case, but in assignment method it is saying that one supply point can supply the items to only one demand point. It means if we have taken the items from 1, okay, then we can either supply it to 1, 2 or 3. We cannot supply to all the 3. We can supply to only one destination point. Okay, either this 1, 2 or 3. Okay, and same is applicable for the destination also. Okay, and it also says that one demand point can receive the items from only one supply points. Okay, for both the cases is it true? It is saying that look at this destination 1. Okay, this destination 1 can receive the items from either 1, 2 or 3 or all 3, but it is saying that one demand point can receive the items from only one supply point. So this is the demand point 1. It can receive only from 1 or 2 or 3. It is not like that you provide to all the demands. Okay, you can only supply here or here or here. Okay, so both the cases it is true. Either you can supply from only one factory to the one destination, or you can receive to the one destination either from only one factory. Okay, so you have to remember it. Okay, you can supply to only one destination and you can receive from only one source. Okay, only one source. So what does it mean? We were calculating the cost, so the minimum z, okay, the minimum z, or you can say the minimum cost. Okay, cost is our objective function, so the minimum is going to be the minimum of summation. Okay, summation is going to be I equals to 1 to m and j equals to 1 to m only, because both m and n are equal, into Cij into Xij. Okay, Cij into Xij. So what is this Cij? This is the cost. Okay, this is the cost per unit. Cij is cost per unit. Okay, and what is this Xij? Xij is the number of units. Okay, the number of units, and in this case this Xij is either equals to 1 or it is equals to 0. Okay, this Xij is either equals to 1 or it is equals to 0. Why? Because you can supply to only one destination point, so either you are going to provide all the items or you are not going to provide. Okay, so this Xij is either 1 or either 0. Either you are going to supply fully or either you are not going to supply anything. Okay, so this Xij is always going to be 1 or 0. Okay, it means you are going to put here either 1 or 0. 0 means 0 cost, so Xij is going to be 1. It means just the transportation cost is going to be the summation of only these cost cell. Okay, this cost cell matrix. So Xij is either 1 or 0. This is one of the objective question. Okay, 2 marks question. This is one of the objective question of UPSC in transportation problem, or sorry, in assignment problem. This Xij is either 1 or 0. Either you are going to supply fully or you are not going to supply it. So the question is how to do it. Okay, how to do it. So we will take an example. Solve using Hungarian method. Okay, so this is your example. This is your example. Okay, supply, you can see 4 and demand also 4. Okay, so no need to do any modifications. Okay, it is already balanced. Okay, it is already balanced. Number of supply and demand are equal. So what you have to do? first step is perform row operations. Perform row operation. So I am going to do the row operation. So what is row operation? You will get to know. Okay, perform row operation. So what you have to do? You have to subtract the, okay, you have to subtract the minimum cost. Okay, you have to subtract the minimum cost from all the cost of a particular row. So we are going to take the first row. Okay, first row, the minimum is 12. The minimum is 12. So just subtract 12 with each and every other element. So 12 minus 12, we are going to get 0. 12 minus 30, you are going to get 18. 12 minus 21, you are going to get 9. And 12 minus 15, you are going to get 3. Okay, so just subtraction. Next also is 9. So 9 minus 9, 0. 9 minus 18, 9. 9 minus 33, you are going to get 24. Okay, 9 minus 31, you are going to get 22. Next one is, next lowest is, you can see next lowest is 21. So it is going to be 0, it is going to be 3, it is going to be 4, and it is going to be 23. Okay, and here the next lowest is 14. So 14 minus 23 minus 14, it is going to be 9, it is going to be 16, it is going to be 14, and it is going to be 0. Okay, so this is row operation. Second step is perform column operation. Okay, perform column operation. So the same is applied for the column. Okay, the same is applied for the column. Okay, the same process is applied for the column. Once we have done for the row. Okay, once we have done for the row, now we will apply for the column. Okay, and our cost matrix is now this one. Okay, we will apply the operation here. So this was our first, second, and third. So now we will apply the column. So lowest is 0. So 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 9, 9. 23 and 9. Look here, the minimum is 4. The minimum is 4. So 18 minus 4, it is going to be 14. 24 minus 4, 20. 4 minus 4, 0. And 16 minus 4, 12. So next one is 0. So 9, 0, 3, 14. Next one is 0. So 3, 22, 0, and 0. Okay. So you have done it. Now the third step is select the unique zeros. Okay, select the unique zeros. Why you are going to do it? You will get it. Okay, no need to worry. So select the unique zero. So unique zero means, look here. Suppose this was the factory 1, factory 2, factory 3, and factory 4. This is destination 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it says that the factory 1 is going to supply to any, okay, not any, to only one demand point. Okay, so it can only supply to either 1, either 2, either 3, or either 4. Okay, the factory 1 can only supply to 1, 2, or 3, or 4, any of the one. Okay, so it 0 means, suppose 0 means, suppose you are, what you have to do, select the unique zero. Suppose we have selected our this 0. Okay, so this is unique. It means that this factory 1, okay, we have selected this 0. It means that this factory 1 has supplied the item to this destination point. Okay, this factory 1 has supplied the item to this destination point. Okay, so if suppose if there was also a 0, then we were going to cut this 0. We are not going to select this 0. Okay, so this 0 signifies that this factory 1 has supplied its items to this destination 1. So every other thing, okay, we will not select this one, we will not select this one, we will not select this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, because this destination can receive from, has received from 1, so it cannot receive from 2, 3, and 4. And this factory has supplied to 1, so it cannot supply to 2, 3, and 4. So we have selected a unique 0. Now in the next one, okay, now in the next row or column you can proceed. Okay, so see here again 1, 0. We have selected this 0. You can see this factory 2 had supplied to destination 3. It cannot supply to this destination, and this destination had taken the items from this one, so it cannot supply here. Now third one, see here, suppose you select this 0, okay, you select this 0, it means that the factory 3 has supplied it item to destination number 4, okay, so these 3 cannot supply here, so this 0 can't be selected. And since this factory, this destination 4 has received from 3, so this 4 cannot receive from 4, okay, can receive only from 1, so this 0 can't be selected. So see here, in this case you are not able to select any of the zeros, it means the factory 4 is not able to supply to any of the destinations, so you are not getting a unique 0, okay, you are not getting a unique 0 in this row, it means you have done a mistake here, okay, you have done a mistake here, this was your 0, okay, you have done a mistake here, this is your 0, so what you should do, you should try to select this one. So since you have selected this one, you cannot select this 0, okay, now in the next you will select this 0, so in each and every you have got 1 0, so the total cost, the transportation cost is going to be, look here, 0 in the original matrix 12, okay, this is 12, okay, xij is 1, okay, so 12 into 1, it is going to be 12, this 0 means this factory has supplied its all the items to this destination 1, so number of units is either 1 or 0, 0 means here it has not been supplied fully, xij equals to 1 has been supplied here, okay, so 12, next 0 is this one, look here, this is 9 plus 0, this cost is 25, and this last one is 14, just add it, okay, rupees 60, okay, so this is your final answer, okay, very simple, very simple, okay, now we are going to do some modifications, okay, next example, so we have to find the transportation cost using assignment method, okay, using assignment method, okay, you can say it is balanced, okay, number of demand 4 by 4 matrix 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4, m equals to n, okay, this is m equals to 1, so we do not have to do any modification. So what first step I am going to do here is column operation, okay, it is not fixed, okay, that in the last case we have done row operation, or second step was column operation, so it is not fixed, you can perform any of the operation first, either column or either row, so in this case we are going to apply column operation first. So going for the column, this 0 is the, this 10 is the minimum, so this is 0 0 1 and 2, okay, now this 8 is minimum, so sorry, this 7 is minimum, okay, this 7 is minimum, so this is 1 0 2 and 7, now look here, this 8 is minimum, so this is 0 2 1 and 5, now look, this 7 is minimum, so 1 3 0 and 3, okay, now what second is row operation, okay, the second is row operation, so we will go for each row, so 0 it won't be changed, again 0 0 0 1 3, again we have got 0, now the minimum is 2, so this is 0 5 3 and 1, okay, so what we have to do, we have to select unique 0, so just go for the unique 0, suppose we are selecting this one, okay, it means we can't select this one and this one, okay, okay, and the second one we are going to select this one, okay, there is no other zeros, we are going to select this one, so we can't select this one, look here, in the fourth row we haven't got the unique 0, it means what we are going to do, okay, what we are going to do now, so if a situation like this comes, okay, if a situation like this comes, then what you have to do, you have to follow some steps, okay, what you have to do, draw minimum number of horizontal and vertical lines, to cover all the zeros. Okay, so we have to draw minimum number of horizontal lines so that all the zeros are covered. So I'm going to draw the minimum number of horizontal lines. So this is our first line, the second line, and third line. Okay, we have covered all our zeros like this. Okay, we have minimum number of horizontal lines. Okay, it is not like this 1 2 3 and 4, so it is not minimum. Okay, with the help of 3 lines only we have covered all the zeros. You can see the next step is, the second step is, look for the minimum uncovered value. Look for the minimum uncovered value. So the minimum uncovered value, look, the uncovered are 1 2 1 5 3 1 and the minimum is 1. Okay, any of the one. Okay, the minimum is 1. So what we have to do, I'm going to write here. So subtract this minimum uncovered value subtract this minimum uncovered value from other uncovered value. Okay, so you have to subtract this minimum uncovered value from the other uncovered values and add it to the intersection point, and add to the intersection point having 0. Okay, so what is this statement? Just I'm going to tell you. So what they are saying, that look for the minimum uncovered. The minimum uncovered is 1 and subtract the other uncovered from this minimum uncovered. So you will get 1 minus 1 0, 2 minus 1 1, 1 minus 1 0, 5 minus 1 4, 3 minus 1 2 and 1 minus 1 0. Okay, so you have done it. Now what you have to do, you have to add this minimum uncovered at the intersection point. Look here, intersection, the first line and the second line, there is one intersection. Look here, first line and second line, there is another intersection. Okay, so we have to add this minimum value at the intersection point which is having 0. Okay, there are two intersections but this is having 0, so you have to add this value. So here it will remain 0 0 1 3 2 0 0 and 0, and these are two intersection point, you can see. So you have to add this one with the intersection point which is having 0. So we are having 0 here. Okay, so 0 plus 1 1 and this will remain 1. Now try to select the unique 0. So select this first, 2 will be, and this will be rejected. Now we are going to select this one. Okay, no rejection. Now we are going to select this one, this will be rejected, and we are going to select this one. In this way we have found our what? We have got our unique zeros. Okay, we have got our unique zeros. So just add the value, diagonal element. Okay, just the diagonal element. Transportation cost is 10 plus 7 plus 8 plus 10. Okay, 20, and it is going to be 35 rupees. Okay, so this is all about the assignment method. Okay, these two methods are enough. Okay, all the previous year GATE questions or UPSC question you can solve with these two methods. Okay, first is row operation or column operation. Any one operation you can apply. Okay, any operation you can apply. And suppose if you get stuck, then draw the minimum number of horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, and now look for the minimum uncovered value and do the rest operations. Okay, so it is very simple. So just revise the concepts. Okay, so just revise the concepts. Everything is clear to you. Just revise the concepts. This is all about the introduction of Hungarian method. Thank you.